Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 42 with me, Sid, and sun's going down. I've been busy working, and you'll notice the salad bowls are on my food counters. I have changed up my dietary habits, and I am working with salads because they last a hell of a lot longer. Now, my diet is dropping a bit on veg, so I need to make sure that the next batch I do. The difference between a sandwich and a salad is a salad can only have 4 items in it, and obviously there are 5 food types, so you do have to juggle your diet and eating a little bit. However, it's not that big a deal. So we have got these 2 areas done, and I just come over and started working on this. I've been and chopped down another tree. My saw is almost dead, and the grass is steadily spreading this direction. I've kind of chopped it a few times, so we're getting it further out and further out. It's going to take a while to get the grass out here, but yeah. The thing is, I have run out of glowstone again, and I haven't got a huge amount of sand, so I thought what we would start off this episode doing is sorting out a sand run to get maybe 2 or 3 stacks that I can then sift. That will give me some things. I also need to think about making a saw. It's got 77 durability left on it. It'll last for a while, but it's not going to last forever. And what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to put piles on the outside of this walkway that runs around the edge. I definitely want a walkway that runs all the way around the edge of this. So that's the thing we're going to need to contemplate and consider as well, and that is just my mouse being overzealous there. So we are going to need more great wood. We're definitely going to need to get these fully lit. That is not lit. That one is lit. If I've left them as these, they have no glowstone on them, and that's my indication that I need to glowstone them up. The ones on the outside actually don't need glowstone, so that's a good thing, and it will probably just add to the ambience of the build as well, having that slightly darkening of the edges. There's an awful lot of ripe crops over there. We probably should be contemplating going and harvesting as well. So yeah, lots to do this episode, and hopefully we will end up with working gardens over here by the end of it. I'm not holding my breath because, you know, I need to breathe. No. It will all depend on the RNG of the grass spread. You can see there's one is, well, since we've started, another one, but it's a spread, but it's gone the wrong way. We need it to come this way, not go back on itself. So this is all stuff to be done, and I think the first thing is a sand run would be beneficial. Maybe a sand run. Yeah, I may use just wood stone shovels as well for that. With the sand run out of the way, we can then get the sand sifted, get the glowstone bits. Oh, we need new quern top for that as well, and yeah, everything will be good and happy. Probably need more carpenter's blocks as well, so that's the thing to things. Oh, and we got those, we don't need any more. Sand run it is. Now the big question on the sand run is, do I do it local, or do I to go into, I mean, I just wish there was an easy way for me to force water updates. And there isn't, as far as I can. There may be one trick. Let me just try it out. It's worth a try. It certainly doesn't work to place water and move it around, but it might work to just where there is already water, possibly. And for the cost of a single piece of ice, it's worth a try, isn't it? Let's give that a little bit of a gonna take a couple just in case it does work, because I'll need. It'd be nice to be able to open that access up to the sea completely, but there's plenty of sand anyway, so it's no biggie. There's an island full of it over there, and if necessary I will destroy an entire island of down to get all of that off it. So yeah, but this is all sand, it's all good. Let's have a look. So you are that didn't work at all, did it? Let's try it. No, that really didn't work at all. In fact, I've just wrecked it. I'm going to have to wait till I get a bucket now, aren't I? Damn it. No, we fixed it. And I'll use my iron shovel, actually. It's got a good durability on it, so it's pointless faffing around with wooden shovels when that will work just as well. And I suppose the obvious thing is to go deep. Oh, that's not going to help me though. Yeah, anyway, grab some sand, back in a mo. Alright, got it. And I got a little bit of gravel as well. I've got loads of gravel, but while I was there I thought I'm just curious about the gravel, because I know you can sift gravel as well as dust. Now how viable it is going to be as a solution for, say, getting ores or whatever, I really don't know. But you know, you've got nothing to lose by it. So for example, we've got 7 gravel. If we look at that, the uses for gravel in, so we can break it down to sand with a hammer, and we can sift it for all sorts of good stuff like gems, selenite. That would be handy. It's 5% actually from this as well, which is interesting because that's the same percentage as the glowstone stuff. Satin spar, kaolinite, lignite. You've got some jet there, bituminous coal, limonite, magnetite, bismuth, native platinum, saltpeter. So you can, oh, and obviously that stuff as well. So you can get some interesting stuff from this. Now there's a good chance we won't get anything. He says as he got the first one. But you don't know until you tried here. And I'm fairly certain I saw a kaolinite there, and that was something else. And that will be that. So what do we get? A couple of garnets, some quartz, and some kaolinite. Not that we need kaolinite desperately, but there you go. Oh no, gems go in the gem box there. So anyway, it is night time. We need to sleep before we get overrun, because I will want to go and check on stuff in the morning. But right now I need to eat, sleep, and then get sifting. So I will do that. Be back in a mo. Alright, I managed to get 3 from about half of that, so that's not too bad. It's night time. The grass has spread a fair bit down here, so we'll have to fix that in the morning. And hopefully it's spread over there as well, but obviously I can't tell from here. And yeah, we need to eat, drink, and sleep. Make ourselves a new, a nice shiny new batch of salad, and for that I am definitely going to be putting in some rice. I will go there, I think, for the time being. So it's going to be a rice salad. That's my grain. The other advantage to making salads with grain, of course, is you don't have to cook the bloody bread, which may not seem like much of an advantage, But believe me, it is. Right, and then if I grab you and put those 3 away, we should be able to grab in here and grab a bit of orange to finish off that salad. There we go. And grab one of them, leave that behind, and let's get out and have a look at what we need to do. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these to illuminate. We need to extend that quite extensively because it has spread a lot. That's good. And obviously continue around here and continue building the things. We're going to need some more of this. Yeah, we've got plenty to do. Let me go and grab some great wood, I suppose, and make a start. And my saw is almost dead, so I may need to make a new saw this episode as well. But all good. All good. Oh. Hang on. I was going to say, I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I just put all the sand in the wrong place. Again, not the end of the world, but still, you don't really want to go doing that if you can avoid it, because it will muck up your sorting system. Right, let us get this stuff, let's get this grass platform extended further out this direction, I suppose, to start off with. So we are going to want to jump in, bring this out a few, and continue, basically. Get this done. Well, we've actually even got grass grown on it. Right, so I'm going to take out all of this and just leave that line in place, and then I'm going to come down here to this point and chop all of that out. Now, because this is quite high, once we get close to the platform over there, we should find this a lot easier. But right now, the solution to getting on is to kind of flip the dolphin out. There we go. Right, and then we can do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How many? I've got 12, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 4 long. See, we're getting very close to the platform now, so that should give me enough space to pop that down. That will continue growing this way. And I really do hope that we'll be in a position to cap that off this episode. Right, I need to continue with this lot, so I will get on with that and be back in a sec. Alright, I misplaced the log. I've just had to go through that awful process of trying to free up the space. Now, carpenter's blocks have proven to be my friend. They break a lot easier underwater than any other blocks that I can find. So, yeah, pro tip, if you need to break blocks underwater, use carpenter's blocks. Because all I'm doing is literally putting in these props now. And they should all be, that one's not actually, that one will need some glowstone on it. Okay, that one's fine, I can live with that. I also need to extend this again. Never ending this job, but that's fine because we're getting very close to the edge here, so that's going on, and then we'll need to put dirt in here and actually bring the grass into these. And once I've got 1 or 2 blocks of grass into these, I can well, what I'll do is I'll kind of divert it and try and bring it across and just extend it out into the various things. I should probably have done these ones first, to be honest, but you know, hindsight and all that is apparently 2020. Right, as is, that obsession with making sure you get it right, because that's always a good thing to do as well. Yeah, so I'll be on with it back in a bit. Alright, well, we have got 4 plots in. We're now waiting on the grass to extend. We have got crops to harvest, so I've got plenty to be keeping me busy, and this is now almost to the point where we are ready to cross over into this territory. Now when we get to here, we will be taking these out and putting a lower level one in just to bring us across, and then we'll do a layer up and down. We only need to get the grass in. We don't need to, it doesn't matter which point it comes in, or so that in itself is not a biggie. We have got plants, as I say, to harvest, so we should probably go ahead and get that done while I've got a nice empty inventory and time on my hands. It will also improve my my skill as a agriculture. I'm currently an expert. Now that's fairly important because it will affect the ability to detect more using the hoe. Now because these have all been all over the shop, this is largely going to be quite difficult because we can't really tell. Not all of them are right, that's the word, mature I think is the word it uses for this, which yeah. And jute is largely useless in some respects because we can't easily, well, there are alternatives in the crops over there. Now I don't know about these guys are mature. What I don't know is exactly how you go about harvesting them. I am going to pop down. It's too cold still. We've definitely got an issue with that, as you can see there. So let me just try with a watermelon. Do I pick it up like that, and I place it in the world and then hack it with a knife? Yep, and you get your watermelon. And yeah, okay, so that's fair enough with that. Can't do anything with that. However, that is a mature watermelon, so we may as well take these as they are. We don't get the seeds until we slice it. Pumpkins, again, we might as well have them because this area of the farm is going to become obsolete soon, hopefully. Now can we can turn that into a Minecraft pumpkin. Okay, which stack, and of course can be combined to make jack-o'-lanterns. Now I don't know whether they burn out, so before we go and wear that and break it, we will check that out properly. But we've got quite a lot to harvest and a lot of things to put away, so yeah, I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, so first things first, we have a jack-o'-lantern. It's been lit for about a day. I am going to, there's no countdown timer on it, nothing showing it was going to run out. Not like the torches. I don't know whether you recall, if we get a torch, for example, and place it there, it has a remaining countdown on it. This doesn't, so I'm unsure whether that is going to extinguish or not. Again, best way to find out these things, experiment. Grass is growing this way, that's all good. We have harvested an awful lot of the stuff from over the field. I haven't also replanted over there because I ultimately want to plant over here, so replanting over here would be somewhat foolish, I feel. These ones are not quite ready. The celery, that's the only piece of celery that survives. We should, whoa, probably. Oh. Grab that lot. And I'm not going to replant these either because we've got that massive great field of them there, which I will probably keep. This one, this field here, probably not. Oats are mostly getting to the point where they're mature, as is the rye, and this is obviously nowhere near. But we got most of the stuff in, so you know, we're good. I'm happy. And if we head over this way, I've placed convenient ladders everywhere for getting back onto this platform. Because whilst I don't want mobs to be able to get on, it is handy for me to be able to get on without coming in the main, having to come in the main door every time. But we are now connected. We're not. And at any stage now we're not doing that. We are just waiting for this grass to grow, and yeah, it's slow. Well, there's something, I'm just looking over there, that definitely has something illuminating that over there. Don't know what it is, probably an ore node, or has it? Because that's the now, in terms of plans going forward, we need to get some gold because we need to be able to make a thermometer from TerraFirmaCraft. I want to do something with this central point here as well. I need to do a little bit of testing to see whether it will work. And I don't think we have... Oh, we do have elevators, so that's handy. So that's a possibility that we can use those. They are expensive. We're going to have to kill Enderman to do that, which obviously is never fun. It's never fun in vanilla. In TFC it's definitely not fun. I don't think I've got any ender pearls at all, have I? No, I've not been foolish yet. And yeah, I think on that note we will probably call this episode a wrap. It may be a little bit short, but at the moment we're really just testing out this. We're waiting for grass to grow in, and I am just passing time now, waiting. Obviously we'll get these harvested when they're ready, but I am really happy with the way this area is looking, and it's got to be said that these will be brilliant. So once we're off, we should be laughing all the way to the cold room. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.